And just about to get underway as the starting five. Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to get started with D.A.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, D.A. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. We've got D'Angelo Russell. Also, Malik Beasley out there. And it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Now, here is Gallinari.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Beasley, the pass to Okogie. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. All sorts of time. Tips it up. Herman Gomez grabs the miss.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
Beasley finds Towns. To the paint. Here's Hernan Gomez. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Yeah, you know, the willingness from Towns to share the ball, just another reason why his guys love playing with him.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
It's deflected.
And Josh Okogie, a rugged wing defender out of Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and he takes an awful lot of pride in that aspect of his game, Greg. He wants to lock people up, always active with his hands around the ball.
Now, here is Russell over Paul.
You know, people sometimes forget what a pesky and physical defender Chris Paul is for a guy who's not that big. He influences a lot of shots out there.
Gallinari down low. Hernan Gomez covering. Towns with the steal. Beasley right side. Towns the pass to Beasley. Up and in on the layup.
Beasley just outworked the defense there. I mean, was able to get into his shot and get it done inside.
Paul surveying the floor. Pass to Dort. Paul outside. They need this one. It's rebounded by Towns.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Okogie misses.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving, get something better.
Russell passes to Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Yeah, you see right there, Towns invites contact. Unafraid of it, looking for it, and he's able to score through it.
Now here's Paul. Gallinari in the corner. Kicks it out to Paul. Shot from 12. Here's Adams. Got a hand on it.
Okogie's defense is top tier. He never stops working and causing problems at that end of the floor.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. James Johnson's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Jake Layman comes in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for Malik Beasley. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
Johnson, the pass to Russell. It's stolen by Muscala. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Culver covering. Here's Minnesota. Big stretch here going 10-2. Here's Towns. Out to Russell. over Noel. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Thunder trailing by 8. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Schroeder finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Towns.
A tremendous shot blocker in college, Kevin. Towns has packed that part of his game and brought it with him to the next level.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
First free throw is good. Diallo, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. That misses, so he splits the free throws. 29 seconds left to play here in the first. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
That's tipped. Layman kicks to Johnson. Down low. Reed the pass to Johnson. Here's Layman. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Reed, the second chance points on the tip in.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. I'll look at the field goal percentage number. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some...
It sounds so generic to say we have fun, but...
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
They've got Noel. Muscala is out there with Ferguson. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Diallo in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Now, here's Culver. Guarded closely. Layman pass to Reed. Back to Layman. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Layman's got his first points of the game.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Here's Schroeder. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds in this game. And stolen by Diallo. Schroeder outside. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. From 8. And it's good off the glass. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
2 points, that one goes.
Nice aggressive move by Paul. You know, for a little guy, he knows exactly how to finish inside. Very good at making it happen against bigger players.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Noel passes to Reed, and Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject it.
And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Diallo. Minnesota making a switch here. Hernan Gomez passes to Russell. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Paul outside. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Now the pass to Dort. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. 6 on the shot clock. Paul. And it's sent back by Russell.
Well, I tell you what, his teammates love seeing this. So do I. I mean, when Russell is able to block a shot, that's a big bonus.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so...
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
You know, with his ability to space the floor, Beasley adds a strong dimension to his team's offense.
Paul dishes to Gallinari. Inside. And Adams kicks to Gallinari. Paul outside. Over Russell. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Paul's got 6.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Russell passes to Okogie. Back to Russell. Pass to Okogie. Poked loose. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And here's Hernan Gomez outside. And so it's Minnesota in command with a 16-point.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. And in Kentucky, Coach Calipari famously forbid Karl-Anthony Towns. And that's a wrap with the third.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Karl-Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Checking out the group now for Ryan Saunders to start the second half. D'Angelo Russell out there with Malik Beasley. Then it's Karl-Anthony Towns. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. Beasley outside. Passes to Hernan Gomez. Back to Beasley. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Dort. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Gallinari attacking. It's good. Gallinari's got the first bucket of the third here for the Thunder.
And with good height for a wing player, Gallinari gives defenders problems down low.
Towns kicks to Hernan Gomez. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Paul. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Paul's got 8.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Russell finds Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Gallinari. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Out to Gallinari. Towns with the defensive effort.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Beasley for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 8.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Here's Gallinari. Beasley with the steal. There's the pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Towns. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Adams' shot is good.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
Pass to Okogie. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Gallinari against Hernan Gomez. Fires for 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Gallinari dishes to Adams. Back to Gallinari. Passes it to Dort. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Nerlens Noel checks in for Steven Adams. Muscala comes in for Gallinari. Ferguson's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. Here's Ferguson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Back to Schroeder. Pass to Ferguson. Up again. It's good on the putback. Noel's got his first 2 points.
Well, it's really not hard to see why Noel is seen as one of the better rebounders in the game. He really uses that great length of his to get to a lot of missed shots.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. There's 14 seconds left to play in the third. Noel passes to Reed. Here's Noel. Shot clock at 6. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Reed. It's off. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Timberwolves ahead. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Mike Muscala out there with Ferguson. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And there's Nerlens Noel. And it's Diallo in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. It's stolen by Johnson. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Reed the pass to Layman to the right side. Back to Johnson. From downtown. No good. And the Thunder going the other way now. Schroeder, right side. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Over with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Now the pass to Culver. It's stolen by Schroeder. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Schroeder with the ball. Pass to Ferguson. Shoots the 3. And it's Schroeder missing. Minnesota leading by 13. To the middle. Here's Culver. Rebound by Muscala.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Nobody near Schroeder. Offensive rebound. Here's Noel. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. And the Thunder making a switch here. Gallinari's checked in. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Minnesota. Russell comes in for Jake Layman. 4 on the clock. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Lets the 3 fly. Oklahoma City gets it back. Passes it to Diallo. Goes up again. Pass to Schroeder. Culver with the steal. Johnson dishes to Beasley. Johnson, the pass to Beasley. Russell feeling it out a bit, and there's the pass to Reed. Out to Russell. 5 to shoot. To the inside. Shoots it, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Towns, the pass to Okogie. Outside, Russell. And here's Johnson outside. Out to Russell. Pass to Johnson. Puts up a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 5 assists in the game.
Terrific imagination, creativity. Russell, already one of the league's more intriguing playmakers.
Here's Paul. That one's not going to go. Towns with the defensive effort, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Towns finds Beasley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter. Towns, the pass to Okogie. Adams, some nice D. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Oklahoma City. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Timberwolves.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Karl Anthony Towns.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Here's Noel. He's guarded by Schroeder, and it's good, 2 points.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Here's Nader. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal.
The first free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. Towns, the pass to Vanderbilt. Out to the right wing. Back to Evans. 11 feet away. Misses. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA... The beautiful, dramatic setting here in Salt Lake City, Utah becomes apparent when you get a look at the aerial shot of the surroundings. It's time. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Beasley is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. And for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the center, locking down the middle. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Out to Conley. Nice ball movement by Utah. Mitchell passes to Conley. Back to Mitchell. Gobert down low. Towns on him. Picked him clean. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Russell's running. Towns, no luck. And it's Conley with the ball for the Jazz. Pass to Ingles. On the wing, Mitchell. Well, this seems to be a game that could...
What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
Here's Okogie. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Here's Conley. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. Mitchell against Beasley. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
Here's Okogie. Down low. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Timberwolves shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Towns with the steal. Ahead, here's Hernan Gomez.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Back to Mitchell. Shot from the wing. The pass to Ingles. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Conley. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way.
Even with a hand in his face, Conley is too good. Keeps his focus at all times.
And such a great all-around player for over a decade now. Conley is one of the class acts in our league.
He is, GA, one of the best floor leaders we have. He's completely unselfish. Also, 3-time NBA Sportsmanship Award winner. And in 2019 was named NBA Teammate of the Year. Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Stolen away. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Layman. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Love the recognition. Realizes that one is all him.
Sometimes that's the call. You want to be unselfish, but even more so, you want to be effective.
There's the steal. Pass to Culver. Here's Noel. Stolen by O'Neal. Culver with the steal. Here's Reed. He's guarded by Davis. Lehman. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. High post, Davis. On the wing, Davis. 1:14 left to play in the first. And he drops it in from the low post.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
51 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Johnson with the block.
Sneaky shot blocker. James Johnson is not the biggest guy, but he has the reach to do it.
And the Jazz pushing it up now. Davis has got the ball. Pass to O'Neal. Six to shoot. It's intercepted. Pass to Culver. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Dishes it to Johnson. Now Culver. It's stolen by Gobert. And so the first quarter is in the books. Minnesota on top, leading by 4. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some offseason.
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains, going into
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
You know, the talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
O'Neal is out there with Davis, and it's Rudy Gobert. Then there's Emmanuel Mudiay, and it's Clarkson in at the 2. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the thing that stood out for me last year about Mudiay, his shot selection was much improved.
It was, GA. A career high from the field. He was solid also from 3. Still, he needs to clean up that turnover category. But we have to remember, he is still very young despite how long we've been talking about him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Bogdanovich is checked in for Rudy Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Mitchell in for Jordan Clarkson.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Mitchell after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves were fined last season for resting D'Angelo Russell on the road in a nationally televised game. Minnesota said, we're a player-centric organization that's focused on learning and optimizing our players' bodies. Guys, they do seem willing to pay a fine here or there to protect their players' health. Back to you.
Well, as a player, how couldn't you like that? Always watching out for you. David, thank you for that one. Inside. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Mitchell looking it over. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
If you're the defense, not much you can do. Donovan Mitchell had his mind made up. Bad intentions.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the Jazz making a change here. Conley's checked in. Okogie, the pass to Russell. Here's Okogie. And Davis pulls it down. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Out to Conley. And stolen by Russell. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Jazz trail by 7. Mitchell wide open. No good with the triple.
And they bumped this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Russell finds Towns. Here's Okogie. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. Wouldn't matter.
And it's Davis missing.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Out to Russell. Over Ingles. Russell, no good. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Jazz. It's a 10-point game. And the pass to Conley. This one for 3. Tries to save it. That shot missing. Timberwolves have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. To the paint. Here's Davis. The Jazz with another miss. Timberwolves leading by 10. Outside, Towns. Feeds it to Beasley. Back to Towns. And it's Beasley in the corner. And the 3 ball is good. Beasley's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for Minnesota.
And the all-around game of Towns can score it, rebound it, as well as pass the ball. So skilled at his position.
Mitchell. That one's good. Just his 3rd make. Brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
And now Minnesota on the fast break. Russell's running. Hernangomez kicks to Russell.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Good if it goes. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Thank you, Kev.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back to the second half of basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the... And that does it for our...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. One guy who's getting it done is Malik Beasley.
I guess you could say his performance transcends the stat sheet.
Well, there are guys who worry about their numbers. He is not one of those guys, believe me.
On the court for Minnesota, we've got D'Angelo Russell. Also Malik Beasley out there. And it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. And Russell gets it to go.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Jazz trail by 15. Here's Mitchell. Yep, it counts. Mitchell's got 8.
Great job getting it to go after he takes the hit. Mitchell plays with a force every night.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Mitchell. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
In the corner, O'Neal with it. Here's Gobert, and the rejection by Towns. Moutier is checked in for the Jazz. Minnesota also making some changes. James Johnson's checked in for Towns. Jake Layman comes in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Pass to Reed. Here's Noel. The dish to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Passes it to Reed. Gobert with the block.
With plays like that, Gobert can start to get in your head. He covers so much ground.
And the Jazz making a change here. Conley's checked in. Jazz trail by 16. Outside, Bogdanovich. The shot that time, not on target.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
To the middle. Sweet move. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on it. Conley dishes to Gobert. Jazz passing it around. 17-foot shot on the way. Rebound, Minnesota. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for the Timberwolves. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And here's Johnson outside. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Good on the bucket.
Has a great combination of height and body frame. Bogdanovich can keep up with the defenders physically.
Clarkson passes to O'Neal. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. And the Jazz with some changes. Joe Ingles comes in for Bogdanovich, and it's Mitchell in for Mike Conley. And Gobert kicks to O'Neal. Johnson against Ingles. Back to O'Neal. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Gobert, great positioning on the putback.
He has a standing reach of 9'7". Gobert making that play look routine.
Here's Culver, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And here is Mitchell. 8 points for him. Three-pointer. Cans it from downtown. Mitchell's got 5 points now this quarter.
And he finally gets involved from beyond the arc. His first three of the game comes here in the second quarter.
Back to Lehman. To the paint. Fires the three. Ingles with the rebound. Now here's Gobert. 1 second left, and it's good on the way in. Gobert's got 6.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during...
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. Mitchell is out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
Well, beyond the production, Mitchell gives this team energy, spirit. They ride off his adrenaline.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Mitchell against Russell. Just 5 to shoot. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Minnesota making some changes. Jake Layman comes in for Josh Okogie. And it's Jacob Evans in for Beasley. Russell kicks to Layman. Tipped away. Stolen by Clarkson. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Mitchell right side. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Mike Conley's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. The shot by Evans, nobody around. That 3 off the mark. It's Gobert with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Trailing here by 8. Conley the pass to O'Neal. Mitchell outside. And it's off from 3-point range. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. To the wing right side. Layman kicks to Towns. There's the 3. No good that time.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Minnesota leading by 8. To the inside. And he banks in the layup. Russell's got 4 this quarter.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
The Jazz have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. The feed to Conley. From down in the low post, it goes.
One of Conley's calling cards, getting into the paint and converting, even though he's often the smallest guy on the floor.
Here's Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
13 feet away. Keeps it alive, and it's Towns on the follow.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Oh, the lob to Gobert. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Joe Ingles. Timberwolves also changing it up. Okogie comes in for Jake Lehman, and it's Beasley in for Evans.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
It's incredible, and I'll tell you what, it's a joy to watch. There's more to his game than threes and dunks.
Towns wide open. The three-pointer no good. Jazz trail by 10. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Mitchell outside. He feeds it to Gobert. And the rejection by Towns. 5 on the clock. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump, and it's not going well.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Timberwolves.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Karl Anthony Towns.
I'll tell you, his shot blocking made a big impact. Whether it was on the ball or rotating over to help, he provided the intimidation factor this defense needed. The youngster is not going to buckle or fold. Donovan Mitchell is not afraid of the moment.
And again, Minnesota will turn it over.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota.
Gobert looking comfortable stepping into the spotlight right now.
To the left side wing. Okogie, the pass to Russell. And again, unable to change momentum here. So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
So it's Minnesota now. For 3, Okogie. Over to the left wing. Shoots a 3. That shot, no good.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
And they're looking to tie it up. Live to play another period. We'll see what they run right here. Stepping up big. Gobert showing why he's considered a cornerstone for this franchise.
No good. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish.
Downtown Phoenix on a bright and sunny day as we come to you from Arizona. And as they...
Well, Kevin, Devin...
Special talent indeed. David, thank you. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Russell is out there with Beasley. Then there's Towns, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the four-man position. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Oubre in at the 3 slot.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there. You know, you think back to DeAndre Ayton's college career, he demonstrated three-point range. And while he's eager to show that in the NBA, the Suns want him to attack the rim.
And the basket by Okogie.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Kicks it out to Johnson. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Towns.
And Monty Williams said, offensively, Ayton's got to be 80% beast, 20% shooter.
The reason they say that, Greg, is they want him to exploit the elite physical tools he brings to the game. If he can draw more fouls, he can get to the free throw line. And he's such a good shooter there, it only makes sense.
Johnson from outside. And that one is off. And Minnesota will come the other way. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Oubre. Lays it up off the glass. Oubre has got his second bucket of the game to go.
I tell you, Kelly Oubre Jr. can play with confidence on the interior, and that's a result of his vertical.
Here's Towns. Out to Russell. To the right side. Hernan Gomez finds Towns. 6 on the shot clock. It's tipped. Here's Okogie. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from Oubre. Rebound by Okogie.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his first foul. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Oh, Ayton in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Elite athleticism from Mr. Ayton. No doubt on the dunk.
Back to Beasley. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Count the basket. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the two teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the two teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the three and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. And here's the break. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Here's Ayton, kicks it out to Rubio. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Booker against Beasley. A nice shot by Booker.
How about the ability to adjust and finish in different situations? Devin Booker, elite as a scorer.
Russell finds Towns. Kicks it out to Beasley. Back to Towns. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Oubre. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Oubre's got 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Okogie, the pass to Towns. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
And the first one drops.
Well, he spent 1 year in college at Kentucky, yet Karl Anthony Towns has made such a smooth transition to the NBA. His ascension, guys, has been really remarkable.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Towns, the pass to Culver. Back to Towns. The pass to Noel. Here's Layman. Defended by Bridges. That one good for 2.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
Jerome passes to Saric. Carter looking around. Back to Baines. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
On the court for Minnesota, we've got Culver. James Johnson is out there with Layman, and it's Reed in at the 5. Releases from 15. Minnesota with the rebound.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Layman. Passes to Noel. Johnson right side. Saric grabs the board.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Bridges shot. Good.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Johnson, the pass to Reed. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Noel. On the wing, Johnson. Covered by Saric. And yes, it's good. Johnson's got his first points in this one.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Baines passes to Bridges. Off target with his 3. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 5-point game. Back to Layman. Baines with the block. Bridges against Johnson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Doris, Mikal Bridges, how about 2 national titles in the 3 seasons at Villanova? Got better each and every year.
And think about in his junior season, he becomes one of only 8 major conference players in college basketball history to average 1 block and 1.5 steals while also shooting over 40% from 3-point range. Boy, that is the perfect resume for a 3-and-D wing.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Kelly Oubre's checked in for the Suns. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Kaminsky, the pass to Ayton. Minnesota with the rebound. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. The shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Towns, he's checked in for Minnesota. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Down low. Russell passes to Towns. Gets it to fall from the right block.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
And here's Booker from the arc. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
The Suns making a switch here. Johnson's checked in.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
The pass to Hernan Gomez. He kicks it to Towns. Back to Hernan Gomez. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Now just a 2-point Phoenix lead.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Johnson, the pass to Ayton. Oh, Ayton in position.
Well, Devin Booker is known as a scorer, but this guy will find you if you're open.
Here's Okogie. Beasley outside. Dishes to Towns. Back to Beasley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And Towns throws it down.
Look out below. An airmail special by Cat.
Back to Rubio. Tries to keep it alive. Here's Russell. And he hits it to tie the game up. And that's now 6 points for D'Angelo Russell.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And it's Ayton missing for Minnesota. They've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Ayton finds Rubio. Takes it off the glass. Rubio's got it all tied up now for the Suns.
How about the effort by Rubio on that play, fighting his way through contact.
So.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Towns, he's really been playing well.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Okogie, the pass to Russell. He dishes it to Towns. Here's Hernan Gomez. And the rejection by Ayton.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back.
And Rubio kicks to Oubre. Kicks it out to Rubio. Inside. Ball's knocked loose. Beasley with it. Guarded now by Rubio. And Russell with the basket on the assist by Beasley. Russell's got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves. The Suns have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And Doris, Malik Beasley, no stranger to the entertainment business. His parents and his grandfather are all accomplished actors.
Yes, but his father also played basketball professionally. Malik with so much talent. Now he's looking for his role to grow, and he's got the kind of heart and toughness to go make it happen. Well, beautifully done by Towns, using the up fake to bait the defender.
In the summer of 2018, Karl Anthony Towns signing that 5-year, $158 million max contract.
Greg, given that he has a reputation of being frugal, that may last him a while. Consider after he was drafted, for a while, he didn't own a car. He actually walked around Minneapolis. Now, that could be a little cold in those chilly winter months.
Layman pass to Towns. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, there's an efficiency with which Karl Anthony Towns can work when he's in the painted area. That is nicely done.
Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
James Johnson checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Noel passes to Reed. Over to the wing. Down low. Here's Noel. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Clock at 4. Here's Culver. No good with the layup.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Sharge attacking. Basket good.
Boy, you love seeing this guy. When Sharge is attacking those openings, he is such a dangerous offensive threat.
Reed and block. That one goes careening off the glass. Count it. Reeves got his first 2 points. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got the game tied up here for the Suns.
Boy, you have to be aggressive, powering through contact. Mikal Bridges, no signs of backing away.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Johnson. Pass to Reed. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Layman pass to Noel. Can't hit from in close. The Suns have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's Sharge for the lead. He lays it in. Sharge has got 4 this quarter.
Boy, what determination from Dario Saric. So good at being aggressive around the rim.
Suns have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Culver passes to Noel. 34 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Carter. And Layman pulls it down.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
17 seconds left in the third. Baines with the block, and they get it back. They recover it. Passes it to Reed. Knocks it loose. Now Bridges uses the glass to finish the layup. Bridges has got 8.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. The Suns on top, leading by 4. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. They've got Towns. Russell is out there with Malik Beasley. Then it's James Johnson. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. Ayton attacking. And the shot goes down. And the Suns lead by 4.
DeAndre Ayton seeking contact and making excellent use of the drive.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Ryan Saunders told his team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. No good from Beasley. Suns leading by 3. Here's Booker. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, doesn't get any easier than that. What a size advantage, and just goes to work.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Russell with it. Right wing. Hernan Gomez in the corner. Another miss by Minnesota.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's the floater. Here's Ayton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one is on Towns.
I'll tell you, this guy can be an overwhelming force. DeAndre Ayton, terrific, using his size to get the defender to commit.
Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Here's Okogie. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Okogie's got 4 this quarter.
Listen, he's hot and cold. Don't let him get hot, because then he's rolling.
Kaminsky in the corner. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. No good from Booker.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
To the inside, Beasley. And the rejection by Ayton.
Out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. Ricky Rubio comes in for Carter. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Towns, no luck. Suns leading by 9. And now here's Oubre. Fast break chance. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. That's good from Johnson. And Johnson drops them both. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the 2 of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Well, Ricky Rubio has defined.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's a Kogi. Out to Russell. Pass to Beasley. Shot clock at 6. Booker finds 8. Back to Booker from outside the arc. That one doesn't go. And Minnesota will come the other way. And there's the pass to Hernan Gomez. Now here's Beasley. Back to Hernan Gomez. He feeds it to Towns. Yes!
Oh, does he deliver? That is a determined young fella right there. Karl Anthony Towns.
Rubio dishes to Oubre. 35 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Booker in the post. Hernan Gomez covering. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Suns lead by 8.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And 8 in the bucket on the assist by Rubio.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seems. Clouds passing high over the 10th Avenue Bridge. We are nearly ready for...
Kevin, good evening. Carl
knows it very well, D.A. Thank you so much. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the small forward. And for Minnesota, we've got D'Angelo Russell. Also Malik Beasley out there. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the four-man position. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
And the one thing you notice about Gilgeous-Alexander, he sort of glides around the court and suddenly hit you with that burst.
Well, it's amazing that he has that crafty and uncanny ability, and then he's having some time with Chris Paul. So that's only going to be enhanced as Shea continues to work that change of pace game.
Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Towns comes with a double team. Lock at 6. Here's Dort. Not going to go that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Kicks it out to Beasley. Now Hernan Gomez. Back to Beasley. Paul with the steal. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Out to Gallinari. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. The shot off that time.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Back to Russell. Pass to Beasley. Back to Russell. 5 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Towns. No good that time. Adams, some nice D. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Towns, the pass to Okogie. Paul with the ball. Beasley covering. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Okogie. To the middle. It's stolen by Adams. Paul against Beasley. The shot's good from Paul.
Always been so tough is Paul. These types of finishes are definitely not easy.
Beasley for 3. Gallinari with the rebound. Oklahoma City trailing. It's good. This game is all even.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Hernan Gomez, no good. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. It's good.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a unique frame at his size and an intriguing scorer.
Timberwolves passing it around. Towns. And he overshot that one, missing.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. On up the court. Shots good by Hernan Gomez.
D'Lo at that size has great court vision and a great pass.
Oklahoma City shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. Paul can't get it to go.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
And the basket by Okogie.
not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
So it's the Thunder now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. And pushing it up again is Minnesota, again in transition. No good from Beasley.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Dort passes to Gallinari. A beautiful reverse layup.
Solid shot from Gallo. He knows he has a mismatch down inside. Sinks the shot.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Beasley for three. It's hauled in by Adams.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
When you have a guy like Gallinari run the court and you're expecting him to pull up for the three, he can also fast break and get the layup.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Hernan Gomez. That's his first foul. Noel down low. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Thunder lead by... And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings...
One thing we have to do is stop comparing us.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Layman is out there with James Johnson. Then it's Culver, and it's Noel in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Diallo the pass to Noel. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Finished off the break. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
And playing with a lot of fire now. They had a tough start in that first quarter. Didn't shoot it well, but didn't let that discourage them. And now they're showing what they can do offensively.
Kicks it out to Schroeder. Culver with the steal. 3 on 3. Here's Layman. Misses in close. And it's Oklahoma City's ball, trailing by 2. And we know GA's shooting is a question mark for Jarrett Culver.
A long windup, a little hitch in his giddy up, and shoots it kind of on the way down. He's reworked his motion. I like the high release, but it's still a work in progress.
Johnson, the pass to Noel. Nifty move, and it's good on the layup.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. That's a 2 from Ferguson. They get it back. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Ferguson, the pass to Schroeder. Just 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Shoots over Culver. And it's Schroeder missing.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
Reed the pass to Noel. Here's Culver. Here's Noel. And stolen by Noel. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Here's Muscala. Yes, that goes in. Muscala's got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Here's Noel. He's guarded by Schroeder. Puts it up. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. And the Thunder with the possession here. Schroeder outside. Here's Ferguson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Dishes it to Noel. Just 5 on the clock. A rebound by the Timberwolves. 1:36 left here in the second. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Reed gets the bucket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 2. Here's Noel, and he lays it straight in. Noel's got his first basket.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
Deflects the pass, and it's blocked. Johnson, the pass to Noel. And that one, good. Noel's got 6 points.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Pass to Noel. Here's Noel. He's guarded by Schroeder. Shots good by Noel.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Now here's Schroeder. He's tightly guarded. It's deflected.
And great positioning there from Culver. That's what allowed him to get the block.
And a close game so far through the first.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. They were never able to get the lead. And
if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Timberwolves leading by 4.
And Bones, although Ferguson may not have stuffed the stat sheet last season, he had some incredibly spectacular plays.
Oh, yeah, he can get up and sky and plays above the rim, and you love those kind of plays. But for this team, they're just hoping for more consistency from Terrence Ferguson, who continues to show some signs that the talent is there.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3 slot. Towns is double. Kicks it out to Beasley. Takes a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Beasley's got the lead up to 5 now for Minnesota.
More and more as a reliable spot-up shooter. Beasley, with the feet set, knocks it in.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That shot misses. The Timberwolves shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. And it's Russell in the corner. To the inside. Gilgeous-Alexander against Beasley. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Back to Russell. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Thunder trailing by 5. Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. To the paint. The pass to Hernan Gomez. Inside. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Here's Okogie. Beasley outside. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander.
Frozen. Guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
So much talk about the work ethic of Gilgeous-Alexander. Strong defensive play that time.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
You know, all the way to the bucket, no resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Down low. Here's Towns. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Paul dishes to Adams. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Swiped it away. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Russell finds Towns. Russell left side. Beasley outside. To the paint. Just 4 to shoot. To the inside. And here's the fast break. Gallinari leading the way. And stolen by Russell. Towns, the pass to Okogie. Outside Russell. And there's 1:45 left in the third. Out to the right wing. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Second chance shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
For Minnesota, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in. Johnson comes in for Malik Beasley. Layman, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Diallo. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hernan Gomez kicks to Layman. Pass to Reed. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Russell's checked in. Thunder trailing by 5. Schroeder dishes to Muscala. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Noel. Schroeder passes to Muscala. The Thunder with another miss. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Minnesota. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Thunder have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And he lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Fires for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Johnson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves.
So huge for this offense if Johnson can be consistent with that jump shot. When he's connecting from deep, just eases everything up.
Pass to Noel. In the corner, it's Diallo. And here comes the break. Here's Layman. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Timberwolves. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Malik Beasley out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Johnson, and it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a very, very good ball handler, and when he explodes at that size, creates problems.
Here's Reed. He's covered by Noel. Russell passes to Reed. Kicks it out to Beasley. Shot clock at 5. Now the pass to Okogie. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Well, the find from the off-guard Beasley there, would like to see more of that. Malik working the ball around.
Schroeder, right side. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Russell. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Schroeder. And it goes down 2 points.
Well, don't want to body him up. He's just too fast as Schroeder's able to get it done.
To the middle. Here's Johnson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Schroeder passes to Ferguson. From outside, off the mark. So it's Minnesota now. Johnson outside. Passes to Russell. Here's Reed. He's covered by Noel. Reed gets the bucket.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Muscala with the ball. Back to Noel. Schroeder dishes to Noel. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
Well, when Nerlens Noel stays very confident offensively, good things like this tend to happen.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
To the wing on the left. That's a 2 from Ferguson. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Johnson outside. And the rejection by Noel.
Noel in there to intimidate and does so there.
Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Hernan Gomez comes in for Johnson. Thunder trailing by 10. Paul kicks to Adams. Gallinari wide open. And again, Oklahoma City, no good for Minnesota. They've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Hernan Gomez against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Okogie, 6 to shoot. Back to Hernan Gomez. And he uses the glass on the layup. Hernan Gomez has got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Timberwolves.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for James Johnson.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and a wrecking ball on both ends. Now, I don't know if you would consider this, but he's got such a nice touch around the rim. Maybe you foul him there?
Beasley, the pass to Towns. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one is on Towns.
Such a long and versatile guard that possesses a very intriguing and exciting skill set. Gilgeous-Alexander, lots of room to grow.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Off on that one. And so Minnesota takes the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear. We have the cameras on the Jazz team bus pulling in.
Kevin, thanks.
What a great guy. D.A., thank you for that. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Ingles in at the 3. And for Minnesota, they've got Towns. Russell is out there with Malik Beasley, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 spot.
Well, I tell you what, his teammates love seeing this. So do I. I mean, when Russell is able to block a shot, that's a big bonus.
And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Russell with it. Conley picks him up. Russell passes to Beasley. On tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you played.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Minnesota with the ball, following the 3-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Inside, it's stolen by Gobert. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Back to Conley. Outside, Bogdanovich. Here's Mitchell. Again, Mitchell missing.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And he lays in the alley-oop.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
Conley finds Mitchell. Again, Mitchell missing.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
And the basket by Okogie.
Yeah, you know, the willingness from Towns to share the ball, just another reason why his guys love playing with him.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now here's Conley. Ingles dishes to Mitchell. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge. And if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Hernan Gomez against Bogdanovich. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
There's the 3. Again, Mitchell missing.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Okogie. Ingles covering. Hernan Gomez against Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. Hernan Gomez kicks to Beasley. Count that bucket.
And just solid play out of them that time.
1:46 left in the first quarter. Mitchell looking it over. A 3 ball. And no good that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
It's Beasley on the wing. Here's Towns. Out to Russell. Conley against Towns. 6 to shoot. Back to Russell. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Mitchell outside. 55 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Again, Mitchell missing.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Hernan Gomez passes to Russell. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Ingles finds Conley. There's 25 seconds left here in the first quarter. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Ed Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Johnson, a wide open look. No good on the triple. Now Mudiay outside Davis. Back to Mudiay. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Timberwolves lead by 10. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And always interesting to hear from Donovan.
Everybody had their expectations of what we...
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
Taking a look at the Jazz. They've got Davis. Clarkson is out there with Emmanuel Mudiay. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the center, locking down the middle. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Layman's got the lead up to 14 now for Minnesota.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Ed Davis. That's his first foul. Timberwolves leading by 14. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Pass to Noel. The pass to Reed. That one drops for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Well, despite that possession, something that I've liked is they've been under control while getting out in this lead. They've kept those turnovers down.
Now here's Gobert. No points in the game yet for him. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Here's Reed. They get a hand on it. O'Neal with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Davis kicks to O'Neal. Back to Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Gobert. Goes back up, and it's Davis laying it in.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Johnson against Davis. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
A different look for Utah. Bogdanovich is checked in for Rudy Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for O'Neal. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Clarkson. Now here's Towns. And Davis sends it back. Here's Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Nice look there from Bogdanovich, the shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
To the paint, here's Hernan Gomez.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Michael Conley, he's checked in for Moutier. And the second free throw, good.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high in the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. And the basket by Okogie. Okogie's got 6 points.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Utah shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Now Towns, following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Beasley, the pass to Towns, over Mitchell. And the shot is long. Jazz trail by 13. Dishes it to Davis. On the wing, Mitchell. He's guarded by Russell. And now Minnesota on the fast break. It's stolen by Davis. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break with
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to it's Minnesota out in front at the half. They have a 13-point lead. How about you, and that should do it with the second.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Timberwolves leading by 13. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Minnesota, Russell is out there with Malik Beasley. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 slot.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Now, here is Russell. Towns finds Beasley. Back to Towns, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Here's Beasley, 6 on the shot clock. Fast break, here come the Jazz. Ingles dishes to Bogdanovich. Ingles against Russell. Now here's Gobert. Defense is right there. The teardrop falls in.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game. Johnson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Culver comes in for Josh Okogie. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Utah. Russell, and the layup's good off the glass. Russell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Big guard, nice handle. D'Angelo can take you a number of ways off the drive.
Passes it to O'Neal. Back to Mitchell. Puts it up from 15. Gobert. Great positioning on the putback.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now here's Beasley. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Jazz. It's a 14-point game. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
And, fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
And you talk post-up, face-up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. You remember, he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure, but he's got guard skills, too.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in, and Layman subbed in for Russell. And Utah also making a switch. Clarkson's checked in.
Well, you look at Mike Conley. He's been around a long time, folks, double-digit years. Does a little bit of everything out there, and outstanding, not only in the locker room, but also in the community, too. Just 5-star in every way.
A finish and the dunk by O'Neal.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Bogdanovich wide open. Minnesota with the rebound. Here's Reed, stolen by O'Neal. Here's Bogdanovich, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one's on Johnson.
Not just a floor spacer now, Bogdanovich getting inside there.
The Jazz have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. Okogie's checked in for the Timberwolves. And a switcher also for Utah. Emmanuel Moutier's checked in for Mike Conley. To the middle, it's stolen by Moutier. One-on-one fast break. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Bogdanovich.
A nice strong finish from Bogdanovich, showing no fear at all.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Here's Johnson. No good again that time.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Moutier pass to Gobert, and the shot goes in. And now just a 3-point Minnesota lead.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Now Gobert following the 3-point attempt by Jarrett Culver. Moutier dishes to Gobert. Ingles in the corner for the tie. Minnesota with the rebound.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
The Jazz working the ball around now. This is his second trip to the line in this one. First one falls for him. Both teams will make substitutions. And he makes the first but misses the second. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. With the putback, and it's Russell with that extra effort. Russell's got 11.
You know, guys, whenever Russell attacks second chance opportunities like that, it's a big bonus.
Pass to Mitchell. Here's the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. 15 points in the game.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Towns with the creativity and explosiveness.
Gets it off. And no good on the last second attempt this time. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Timberwolves on top, up 3. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Taking a look at the Jazz. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. Mitchell is out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward. Now here's Towns. Back to Russell. He feeds it to Towns. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Clarkson. High post, Gobert. Towns on him to take the lead. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by O'Neal. And the Jazz lead by 1.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Mitchell's shot is good. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Utah Jazz.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Again, Mitchell missing. Timberwolves trail by 5. Beasley kicks to Towns. To the inside, Russell. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
Tremendous balance by Russell. Takes on contact, finishes the play. We'll see if he can get the and one at the line.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Utah. Conley now comes in for Jordan Clarkson. Jazz have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Out to Conley. Back to Mitchell. From deep. Again, Mitchell missing. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the one make. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. On the wing, Mitchell. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Mitchell's got the lead up to 5 now for Utah. And on Gomez down low. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Russell against Conley. Down low, here's Bogdanovich. Rebound, Minnesota. And Gomez has got his 5th rebound in this one. There's the lob to Towns. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Towns. Helps him come through when the game gets snug.
Now here's Conley. Over to the wing. Lots of room. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Okogie misses. Jazz leading by 3. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Mitchell's shot is good.
And the coaching staff loves this. Mitchell being assertive on offense and just imposing his will.
Towns is doubled. It's stolen by Gobert. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That is his first foul of the game. James Johnson's checked in for Juan Hernangomez. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And sometimes it's as simple as this. Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish it.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
On the wing, Ingles. Here's Gobert. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Gobert's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Jazz. Kogi inside the three-point line. He's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss. Utah has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Ingles passes to Gobert. The Jazz working the ball around now. It's good on the putback. And the Jazz lead by 10.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Jazz.
It didn't look like a game that was going to work out for them, but man, how things changed in a hurry.
Man, I'd say it was gutsy, Kevin, in terms of what they were able to do in that comeback. An incredible amount of fortitude when facing all of that adversity, and not just to come back, but how about to come back and win going away?
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Donovan Mitchell.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Kogi misses. Now, here's Mitchell. But they get it back. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. They came in here and took care. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. A well-dressed group of Timberwolves as they made their way to the locker room. Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Ayton. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Timberwolves, they've got Beasley. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. Here's the Suns with the ball. Rubio with a wide-open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And, Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
And the shot goes in.
Well, the sneaky first step of Booker. Not a speedster by any means, but still a handful on that drive.
Back to Hernangomez. To the right side. Okogie, the pass to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Count it, good.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
Booker outside. Oh, Ayton in position. Towns with the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break, and he gets the bucket.
What floor awareness from Karl Anthony Towns to be 7 foot and that skilled. How lucky is he?
Here's Rubio. It's rebounded by Towns. Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And Doris, no doubt that Karl Anthony Towns has taken a much bigger leadership role on this Minnesota team.
Well, no doubt, Greg. Once the departure of Jimmy Butler was secured, then the leadership role squarely falls on the shoulders of Karl Anthony Towns. Now, his style is totally different. He wants to be a bit more encouraging, but there's no question. He's the best player. He's got to lead the charge.
And he gets it to go. Rubio's got 5 now.
Now, this is the pace that Rubio loves, fast and furious.
Oubre with the steal. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Wow, the elevation, the creativity, highlight reel finish by Devin Booker.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Johnson, he's checked in for Juan Hernangomez. And Phoenix also making a switch. Sharge is checked in, and Towns gets it to go.
Well, takes contact, keeps his balance. Nice finish by Towns.
And it's Rubio with the ball for Phoenix. It's a 3-point game. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Some changes for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Bridges comes in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. Carter down low. Rebound, Minnesota.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Shots good by Noel.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And again, it's the Suns missing.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Passes it to Layman. On the wing, Johnson. Here's Layman. And then Johnson with the jam.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
The Suns have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Tipped away. Johnson, the pass to Noel. Kicks it out to Johnson. Inside. Pass to Culver. Here's Reed, covered by Bain.
Really solid read from Jarrett Culver right there. This is a team-first guy who enjoys passing.
Bridges, no one around him. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Culver passes to Noel. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Noel's got his second bucket.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And the pass to Baines. And Carter has it in the corner. Back to Baines. Here's Noel. To the middle. Johnson kicks to Lehman. Out to the right wing. And then Culver with the dunk.
Impressive physical ability from Jarrett Culver. Explodes off the floor and gets to the cup.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. The Timberwolves on top, leading by 4. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Aaron Baines out there with Frank Kaminsky. Then there's Carter. Then it's Bridges, and it's Jerome in at the point.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Back to Lehman. To the paint. Here's Reed. Baines with the block. Johnson against Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint, because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
To the inside. And Carter has it in the corner. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And here's the fast break. Here's Lehman. Baines with the block. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. And then for Phoenix, Andre Ayton's checked in for Aaron Baines. Kelly Oubre comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Ricky Rubio's subbed in for Carter. Ayton, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
What a motor by DeAndre Ayton. Great job on the second chance putback.
Okogie, the pass to Towns. And the rejection by Ayton. And stolen by Ayton. Fast break, here come the Suns. Here's Rubio. A miss that time would have put him up. Timberwolves have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop.
And Doris, the offense is there for Towns. That's obvious. But how does he improve defensively?
Well, you make a great point. Number one, he's always carried such a heavy burden offensively. Remember, this is a big guy, actually size 20 feet. So quickness laterally has always been an issue. For me, it's about one thing. Know your personnel and play smart angles, and that should help immensely.
Shot clock at 5. Oubre dishes to Rubio. Oh, Ayton in position. Beasley with the steal. And here they come. Here's Towns. It's blocked.
That's unparalleled defensive focus from Kelly Oubre. He's all over his man and just suffocates that shot.
And Phoenix making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Oubre, left side. Feeds it to Ayton. Rubio outside. The tray. And it's Russell with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 4. And Beasley, here we go. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Ayton against Towns. And it's Ayton missing. The Timberwolves have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything, allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
The kick out to Towns. It's Beasley on the wing. Towns finds Beasley. Russell with it. Covered by Rubio. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Charge inside. Hernan Gomez covering. To the paint. Ayton, the pass to Johnson. A second chance effort, and he sinks the layup.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Johnson for three. Again, the miss by Johnson.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Out to Russell. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And stolen by Ayton. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. The shot's good. And that's now 6 points for Devin Booker.
Well, a guard has got to come with physical intensity on the interior, and Devin Booker does just that.
Pass to Okogie. Back to Hernan Gomez.
When Dario is working this hard on the defensive end,
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. They were never able to get the lead up. And that does it for our halftime.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
Malik Beasley out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Ryan Saunders. Shot clock at 2. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And it's Phoenix's ball for the lead. Rubio misses. And Beasley, here we go. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Dishes to Russell. Back to Hernan Gomez. To the middle. Oubre with the steal. Booker against Beasley. Kicks it out to Johnson from downtown. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And just as Kelly Oubre was coming into his own as an NBA starter, a meniscus tear in his right knee ended his season. Now, back in action, we'll see how quickly he can recover his explosive athleticism.
Russell against Rubio. Back to Ayton. Floats it up for Rubio. Johnson dishes to Booker. Clock at 6. And again, it's the Suns missing. And before the injury, Kelly Oubre playing a career high in minutes. 38 to 40 minutes a game with regularity. G8, do you think that load could have contributed to his injury?
Well, Kevin, all young players want those minutes, but that right knee had troubled him for a while. PRP treatment back in 2017, and perhaps some questions for the Suns training staff.
Suns have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's a Kogi. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Hernan Gomez passes to Towns. That one falls. Towns has got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Chalk up 2 there. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
There's the pass to Oubre. Shot to stop the run. And again, it's the Suns missing. Timberwolves have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Okogie lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Okogie's got 6.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And the Suns here with a different look. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Sharch comes in for Booker. Bridges, he's checked in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Sharch. Culver passes to Reed. Here's Layman. And Johnson now top of the key. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And Phoenix making a change here. Jerome is checked in. Suns trail by 6. From deep 3-point range. And Layman pulls it down.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
40 seconds left in the third quarter. Knocked away. Here's Reed, covered by Baines. Off target at the rim. Floats it up for Sharch. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, if you're Sharch, just get yourself to the right spot. Put the ball on target, and he will deliver.
The dish to Baines. He kicks to Bridges. Fires the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Noel passes to Layman. Over in the corner. That one off the back iron and out. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Timberwolves lead by... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for the Suns, Bridges and Sharch make up the forwards. Then there's Carter. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Jerome in at the 1. Here's Kaminsky, and finished off by Kaminsky.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The first one falls. Booker, he's checked in for the Suns.
At the line for 2.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here's Sharch. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They trail by 6. And And he gets the whistle. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Ryan Saunders' huddle. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
All right, David, thanks. And Booker kicks to Carter. Kaminsky inside, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Phoenix making some changes. Oubre's checked in for Bridges, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. Timberwolves leading by 8. Russell passes to Towns. Out to Russell. Outside, Towns. Pass to Beasley. Back to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Look out below, an airmail special by Cat.
Here's Rubio. And a miss there on the triple.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes,
reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Minnesota. Ayton, he's checked in for the Suns. Good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The drive by Booker, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
That's just superior balance from the crafty guard. If you allow Devin Booker to get close, he's going to draw your contact.
And Devin Booker in the third year of that 5-year, $158 million contract, coming off his first All-Star selection and his most efficient scoring season. Man, it's hard to imagine what's coming next.
I think, Greg, he's desperate to make the playoffs, right? He's doing his part. He's improving on the defensive end. He's been an eye-popping scorer throughout the early part of his career. Now it's all about can he create team success.
Okogie for 3. Second chance shot. Kicks it out to Beasley. 3-pointer. They grab their own miss.
Well, there's a willingness to mix it up on the glass, and that's a big plus for Karl Anthony Towns.
On the wing, Johnson. And that one, good.
What nice work to get the high percentage look, and he doesn't make any mistake with it.
Hernangomez passes to Okogie. It's Beasley on the wing. Defended by Booker. Rejected by Booker. And the block shot turns into a shooting foul. So the defensive effort there a bit too much, as the officials will send him to the line, and he'll shoot some free throws.
Well, a 7-footer who's got guard-like skills, who can shoot the lights out. Karl Anthony Towns is a problem, guys.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Rubio taking his time here. Kicks to Johnson. 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. For 3, Booker. No good on that one. The Timberwolves go the other way with it.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Timberwolves.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
So both teams changing it up here. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth. Akobo, the pass to Baines. Johnson for 3. That shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
From deep. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Passes to Jerome. Back to Kaminsky. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd.